Hey everybody, Joe here, and I am really excited to introduce you to Popup Caption version 4. Now, the original version was published as like fancy image pop-up like back in 2012, so many years ago. And I've released 3 major updates to it, and all of them were free upgrades. This version, though, is the first time we've actually had a paid upgrade to Popup Caption, and it is amazing. A few weeks ago, I did a live stream on how to do text on top of images, and I showed Popup Caption, and it just fell short and felt like it could use a complete revamp. So I scrapped the current version, completely rewrote it from scratch, and here we have Popup Caption version 4. Let's go ahead and jump on in and show you some of the amazing features of this new stack. So first off, let's dive in and look at some of the amazing features that we have and some of the cool animations that we have directly on the webpage. Now, we've done something new for this demo where we actually give you the ability to control the settings of the demo so that you can actually play around with all the various options that Popup Caption has. Now, by default, it's pretty cool. It has this really amazing swing animation. When you hover over an image, the caption swings over and it actually follows your mouse. So as you see, as I'm going around this grid, the caption actually follows my mouse, even though the captions are different for every single image. Really cool. Let's look at some of the other animations that we have available. So let's go ahead and we have a slide animation. So as you see it slides between each image. We have a rotate. And there's some different ones. I'm not going to go through each one here. We have a flip animation. We also have the ability for slide. You can actually push the image out of the way, right? So kind of give it a different sort of slide animation where the background image, instead of overlaying, it actually pushes it out of the way. And last but not least, we can actually have the captions on by default. And then when you hover over, the caption will animate out. Now that's not everything, right? You'll notice that in this demo, we actually have the ability to apply a blur and saturation to our image. Let's go ahead and apply a blur to this. And what you'll notice when I applied a 10 pixel blur is not only did the overlay stay there, but the actual image behind it is blurred. This is great to really make the text pop, because sometimes your images can kind of distract from reading the text. So this really gives you the ability to still see the image in the background, but make the text much easier to read. And in this particular example, you'll see that actually the images themselves are actually not blurred. It's only the overlay that's blurring it. And for effect, I'm just going to set the saturation to 0 and blur to 0. So that way what we can see is when the overlay is covering the image, it actually desaturates it. When you set it to 0, it basically makes it a black and white image. But you have the entire spectrum in between from 0 to 100%. So if we choose 50%, okay, we'll see that when we choose that, there's still color bleeding through, but it basically desaturates the colors so that maybe the text will be easier to read. Now, also on this demo, I had some fun with Foundation 6 swatches to kind of show you some things that you can do and how flexible Popup Caption is to be styled with Foundation swatches. Foundation is not required for this stack, but if you have the swatches, it just gives you extra flexibility because you can use all the powers of Foundation to manipulate the stack. Now, I should note that Popup Caption actually not only supports images, but you can also put in videos in here as well. And the video will autoplay in the background. And even still, when the overlay happens, you will see the video playing in the background. This can add a very interesting interactive element to your web pages. Now, Popup Caption is super easy to use. We're not going to do a full how-to here, but I just want to show you kind of what you're getting when you purchase. The Popup Caption stack allows you to create a single instance that you can actually go ahead and create and integrate with your existing layouts. And then we have Popup Grid. And Popup Grid allows you to easily create grids of Popup Captions. This is the kind of demo that we looked at earlier. So if you want a more in-depth discussion on how to implement Popup Caption, make sure you go check out those video tutorials. But as you can see, it's really easy to implement. The settings give you exactly what you need, and it's super powerful. It also integrates with Total CMS feeds and a lot of other content generation stacks. And yeah, it is amazing stack. I hope you have fun with it. Make sure that you share what you build with it on the community and go forth and make your websites great. Bye.